My Monstera Pinnatipartita obsession, a guide to unfurling its beauty. For any plant enthusiast, the Monstera Pinnatipartita is a sight to behold. Unlike its more common cousin, the Monstera Deliciosa, this rare gem boasts deeply lobed, almost feathery leaves that develop stunning splits and holes, fenestrations, as they mature. It's no wonder I fell head over heels for this architectural wonder. But this tropical beauty comes with specific needs. After countless hours researching and nurturing my own Monstera Pinnatipartita, I've compiled this guide to help you cultivate its unique charm. Finding your perfect Monstera Pinnatipartita. The thrill of the hunt is half the fun. Finding a Monstera Pinnatipartita can be a challenge, but it's incredibly rewarding. Look for reputable plant shops specializing in rare varieties. Online retailers might also have them, but be cautious and ensure they have a good reputation for healthy plants and proper shipping practices. When choosing your Monstera Pinnatipartita, inspect the leaves for any signs of damage or pests. Healthy leaves should be a vibrant green and free of blemishes. Ensure the soil is moist but not soggy, and the pot has drainage holes to prevent root rot. Creating a tropical paradise for your Monstera Pinnatipartita. Imagine a lush rainforest. That's the ideal environment for your Monstera Pinnatipartita. Here's how to create that haven in your own home. Light. These leafy climbers thrive in bright, indirect sunlight. Avoid harsh afternoon sun, which can scorch the leaves. A spot near an east-facing window is perfect. Temperature and humidity. Aim for temperatures between 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. 18 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius. Monstera Pinnatipartita loves humidity, so consider using a pebble tray filled with water under the pot or a humidifier to increase the moisture content in the air. Watering. Finding the right watering schedule is key. Monstera Pinnatipartita prefers consistently moist soil, but not waterlogged. Allow the top inch of soil to dry out before watering thoroughly. Fertilizing. During the growing season, spring and summer, a balanced liquid fertilizer diluted to half strength once a month can give your plant a boost. Hold off on fertilizing during the winter months, helping your Monstera Pinnatipartita climb to new heights. Monstera Pinnatipartita is a natural climber. In their native habitat, they scale trees using aerial roots. To mimic that environment indoors, you can provide support for your plant to climb. A moss pole is a popular choice. You can purchase one or create your own using a sturdy pole wrapped in sphagnum moss. Keep the moss damp to encourage the aerial roots to attach themselves and climb upwards. Alternatively, you can train your Monstera Pinnatipartita to climb a trellis or a sturdy stake. Just be gentle when guiding the aerial roots to secure them onto the support structure. How to take care of a Monstera Pinnatipartita. Here are some additional tips to ensure your Monstera Pinnatipartita thrives. Repotting. As your plant grows, it will eventually need a larger pot. Repot every 1 to 2 years into a pot that's 2 to 3 inches wider in diameter than the current one. Use a well-draining potting mix specifically formulated for aeroids. Pruning. Pruning isn't strictly necessary, but you can trim leggy vines or remove damaged leaves to encourage bushier growth. Just make sure to sterilize your pruning shears to prevent the spread of disease. Common pests and problems. Watch out for mealybugs, spider mites, and scale, which can infest your Monstera Pinnatipartita. Neem oil spray or insecticidal soap are effective solutions for these pests. Yellowing leaves can indicate overwatering, insufficient light, or nutrient deficiency. Witnessing the magic. Propagation. Propagating your Monstera Pinnatipartita allows you to share its beauty or expand your own collection. There are 2 main methods. Stem cuttings. Take a stem cutting with at least 1 node and an aerial root. Plant it in a pot with moist potting mix and provide high humidity. New growth should emerge in a few weeks. Air layering. This method involves encouraging root growth on a vine while it's still attached to the mother plant. Once the roots are established, you can cut the vine below the new roots and pot it up separately. More than just a plant, it's a connection to nature. Caring for a Monstera Pinnatipartita has become a meditative practice for me. Witnessing its graceful leaves unfurl, each with its unique pattern of fenestrations, is a constant source of wonder. It's a reminder of the slow, steady growth that happens in nature, a stark contrast to the fast-paced world we often live in. This exotic plant has not only transformed my home into a tropical oasis, but it's also instilled a sense of responsibility and care. The delicate balance of light, water, and humidity required for its success has deepened my appreciation for the intricate dance of life within the natural world. Monstera pinnatipartita, a plant for discerning enthusiasts. The Monstera pinnatipartita may not be the easiest plant to care for, but for those seeking a unique and rewarding challenge, it's an absolute gem. With a little dedication and these helpful tips, you can cultivate your own piece of rainforest magic and witness the mesmerizing beauty of this botanical wonder unfold. Bonus tip: Monstera pinnatipartita is considered toxic to pets and humans if ingested. Keep it out of reach of curious children and furry friends. Monstera pinnatipartita versus Peru. Telling these two apart can be a headache. My Monstera pinnatipartita has much softer, thinner leaves compared to the Peru's stiff, almost leathery ones. Also, the pinnatipartita's petioles, leaf stalks, seem to be way longer than the Peru's. On a brighter note, both plants eventually develop those gorgeous splits in their leaves, but Monstera Peru seems content to stay a bit smaller overall. Monstera pinnatipartita versus Deliciosa. This is where things get interesting. Monstera deliciosa grows much faster than the pinnatipartita, and its leaves tend to be broader with rounder lobes. The pinnatipartita's leaves seem to elongate more, with those characteristic pointy tips. Also, the deliciosa's new leaves unfurl in a way more dramatic fashion, like a tightly wrapped present. Monstera pinnatipartita versus Epipremnum pinnatum. This is a case of mistaken identity. Epipremnum pinnatum is entirely different, with leaves are much smaller and stay that way. Plus, Epipremnum pinnatum vine climbs readily, while my Monstera pinnatipartita needs a moss pole for support. Monstera pinnatipartita versus Subpinnata. I love the bold and dramatic foliage of the pinnatipartita. Its large, deeply lobed leaves give off a strong, tropical vibe that instantly transforms any space into a lush jungle. On the other hand, Monstera subpinnata has a more delicate and intricate appearance. Its leaves are finely divided, almost feather-like, which adds an elegant touch to my plant collection. While pinnatipartita commands attention with its robust presence, subpinnata quietly captivates with its graceful, detailed leaves. Both are beautiful in their own right, but the choice often depends on the mood I want to set in a particular corner of my home. So, are you ready to embark on a Monstera pinnatipartita adventure? With a little patience and these handy pointers, you'll be well on your way to nurturing a truly spectacular plant that will bring life and a touch of the tropics to your indoor space.